Hi everybody, Matt here from Matt Likes Comics. Today I am here to do my response to Allan's Top 10 Challenge of the Week. Giants appearing on the covers. This was easier and harder than I thought at the same time. Because I knew that there were a lot of giant covers in the 60s. The Silver Age had so many transformation covers, it's not funny. But it turns out that I don't have a lot of those books that I thought I did. So I put together 10 books here that have giants or suggest giant on the cover. And therefore I am going to show them at this point. First one is Superboy 142. Superboy is transferred into a giant gorilla. Therefore, he's a giant. Somehow he's got Clark Kent in there. How did it happen? Read the book. Next up, we have Justice League 36. Gnort is being grabbed by a giant hand, which only tells me that there's a giant character underneath the surface there, thus leading to a giant person or alien or some sort. I don't know about you, but being caught by a giant hand is not exactly on my agenda for life. Next up, Secret Avengers 30, where Venom looks like a giant. Hey, he looks huge. Maybe a perspective thing, but I find he looks very gianty on this cover. There, I'm putting the copyright on the word gianty. All right, next up, Inferior 5 number 4, where this Thor character is twice the size of everybody else, thus making him technically a giant. The characters have problems sitting in chairs inside this till they find chairs that are their size. It's an interesting book. Next up, Brave and the Bold 3. Now, you'll remember last week I showed a story with a really cool character named Validus. Well, here he is on the cover again, and he is huge. He's at least 13 feet tall. So he's a giant compared to everybody else. And if you look at characters like Blue Beetle, even with the perspective that he's closer, he's still pretty small compared to Validus. So Validus is my giant for this cover. Yes, Validus has returned, by the way, in current continuity. That story about Validus that happened was post-crisis, but it's still, no longer the continuity. Look, you get this to get 2 weeks worth of stuff in one shot. Next up, Jimmy Olsen 72, where here's the giant turtle man on the cover. It's amazing how many Jimmy Olsen books there are with transformation, more than most others. Then we have Jimmy Olsen number 90 with a giant, shall we say, less intelligent Jimmy Olsen fighting against Superman. Last Jimmy Olsen, I promise. Jimmy Olsen 83. In this case, he's giant more because Jimmy's been shrank. This is a android. But Jimmy's been shrunk. But that makes him look giant in comparison. And therefore, he's a giant. Next up, I have the Action Comics Doomsday Special. Doomsday is 15 feet tall. That makes him a giant by any meaning of the word. And I just thought, of all the Doomsday covers there were, this was the coolest that I have. I looked at about 6 or 7 Doomsday covers for this one. This is also a book I know that I've never shown before. Same with the next one coming up. The last one I'm going to show is Adventure Comics 341. I had 3 Adventure Comics to choose, all with this character being big. I decided to go with this one. This is Colossal Boy in his giant form. I could have done 351 and I could have done 3... Oh, damn it, I don't remember. But there's another one where he's big. But I went with this one because I know I haven't shown this one before. So, if you want to join the Friday Comic Challenge, it's easy. Just make your own video, hashtag Friday Comic Challenge, and then tag the Comic Collector Geek Allan and tag me if you'd like, because I like to watch these videos. If you've liked any of these books, please like, comment, and subscribe below. I particularly want to know which ones you liked, which ones you didn't like. Why do you think I chose them? What, or, why you wouldn't choose it, or such and such. The fact is, yes, there's 1 or 2 that are a little questionable in this, but it's because I wanted to show different parts of different things. I wanted to have a giant animal. I wanted to have a giant body part, just to be different. I went with different things. So these are giant things on the cover. I hope you enjoyed yourself today. I know that I enjoyed doing this video. I enjoyed making these very much. These videos take a lot of work because in a lot of these cases, you're sitting there going, oh, there's this one. Oh, but this cover is even better. And this one, and you're just, next thing you know, you got 30 books out and you have to narrow it down to 10. Sometimes I show 11, 12, or 13 because I just can't make a decision. In this case, I managed to make it 10. But honestly, I almost went with the huge Super Gorilla, but I went with the Superboy one because I know I've shown that less times than the other one, which is why, that's the kind of thing that I try to do. I try to show new books every time. Anyways, I'm rambling. Thank you very much for joining me today. My name's Matt. I like comics, and I hope you do too. Bye, everybody.